Hi all, welcome to my first lecture where I will talk about SQL basics and concepts, and in the future classes I will build upon the same concepts into like how do you write DDL statements of creating table indexes, how do you write basic select statements for fetching, inserting new records, updating, deleting records, and then we will go into more complex queries around using window functions and all. So let's get started. What is a database? Database is a centralized repository for storing, managing, and retrieving data. Database is structured and organized collection of data. The next question is what is data? Data refers to the facts, figures, and information stored in a database. What are the different types of data that we have in the database? We can have numeric data, string data, we can store date, time, boolean. Boolean data types are yes or no, true or false. What is a database management system or DBMS? It's a software that provides an interface for interacting with databases. It facilitates the creation, management, and manipulation of databases. Examples MySQL, Postgres, Oracle Database, Microsoft SQL Server. Next is what is a table? A table is a fundamental structure in a database that organizes data into rows and columns. A row in a table represents a unique record. Rows are also known as records. Each column in a table represents specific characteristic of the data. Columns are also known as fields. There are two types of keys, primary key and foreign key. Primary key is unique identifier for each record in a table. Foreign key is a field in the table that maps to the primary key in another table. It establishes the relationship between the two tables. Relationships between tables can be one to one to many to one, or many to many. What is a database schema? It's the structure that defines how the data is organized in the database. Schema consists of tables, fields, relationships, constants, and keys. What is SQL, which is also known as Structured Query Language? It's a domain specific language used for managing and manipulating relational databases. Examples of operations like select for fetching the data, insert for inserting new data, update for updating existing data, and delete for deleting data. Other concepts like indexing, normalization, and asset properties we will discuss in detail in future classes. What are the different databases? Relational databases like Oracle DB, Postgres, etc. NoSQL database or key value pair like DynamoDB. MongoDB is your document database. Graph database, vector database which stores and fetches embedding for the large language model or your unstructured data like your language or your images. The choice of a database depends on specific requirements such as data structure, scalability, performance, and ease of use. Each database has its strengths and weaknesses, making it important to select the one that aligns with the goals of your project. Relational databases are well suited for scenarios where data relationships are complex and there is a need for data integrity and consistency. All operations in a transaction are completed or none are. Example, when we make a payment in a store with our credit card, debit happens from our account and credit happens to the other account, that is the store account. Either the entire transaction happens or none happens. In the future classes, we will get into uh, different DDL like creating table, then we will write basic select statement, updating and inserting. Till then, thank you and keep reading and building knowledge. Thank you again.